I'm Jenna. Today I'm going to tell you about some of the different styles of snowboards and then some of the differences within the styles. So basically you've got three different types that you'll come across. All mountain board, freestyle boards, and freeride boards. To start off, I'm going to talk about all mountain boards because generally if you're just starting off or if you aren't sure what type of rider you are, you're going to fall into this range. All mountain boards are kind of your go everywhere, do anything board. You can take it into the park, you can fly down the hill with it, whatever, but it's not specific to any area of the mountain. To start off, a kind of an entry level all mountain board is going to be very soft, very forgiving. Doesn't have a whole lot going on in there, but it's definitely going to help you progress. Because if you're just starting off, you really don't want a super responsive board because you're not even real sure of your movements yet, you're not sure what you're doing. So it's actually going to help you progress. It's going to help you be a little bit more confident in your styles of riding. As you go up into like a mid-level board, on up to something a little bit higher end in an all-mountain board, you're going to get a little bit more response to the board. It's going to progressively get a little bit stiffer. The stiffer something is, the quicker it sends energy from you to the edges of your board. So going with something a little bit stiffer is actually going to help you progress, but too stiff, the board might be responding to, again, like I said, every little movement you're making. As you go up to, you're going to have a lot of different things within the board that are going to help absorb vibrations, dampen shock throughout the higher levels of an all-mountain board. It's just the board's going to be a lot more responsive and a lot stabler at higher speeds. So this is the freeride board. Generally this is going to come kind of after an all-mountain board as to how stiff it is. It's not going to be quite as stiff as, say, an alpine board or race board, but it's going to be a little bit more versatile as to where you can take it. It's going to perform best at higher speeds. It's really going to dampen the vibrations. You're not going to feel a lot of the chatter that you would in something a little bit too soft if you're riding it real fast. It's also going to be best in some of the deeper snow, some of the deeper powder, but it's going to really perform, it'll still perform on all conditions. It's just going to be a little bit more stable. And then it brings us to freestyle boards. As freestyle riding has become more popular, there's a lot of different types of freestyle riding and a lot of different boards to go with it. You can get into something that's a little bit more jib specific or rail specific. You can get a very soft, very springy freestyle board, not to be confused with a soft all mountain board. With a freestyle board, you're going to get a lot more pop, a lot more snap to it, so you can ollie a little bit higher. And from there, I mean, you can get into a little bit, not a stiff board, but a stiffer freestyle board, which is going to allow you to still kind of take it all over the mountain. If you're hitting a lot of kickers and stuff and you still want to be able to ride it a little bit faster, something like that will usually apply a little bit better. And then you can actually get into a little bit stiffer of a freestyle board as well. That's a little bit better for riding in the pipe, any kind of bigger tabletops or backcountry riding as well, where you still want the snap and the response from a freestyle board and the flexibility and the maneuverability, but you don't want to have something that's going to be a little bit too soft to ride at a higher speed.